Hey guys, it's Austin here, and I would be saying that this is day 12 of overcoming my addiction, but if y'all been watching my previous videos, as y'all may have noticed, I haven't really uploaded the last few days. That's because I've been struggling, like struggling. It's just been non-stop, just fucking beating that shit. And I'm making this video now because I want to just be completely brutally honest with you guys. When I woke up this morning, or actually rather woke up at 1 p.m, I had woken up from a very interesting set of dreams that I had. And most of the dreams were interesting, but the most interesting one was the one that I had right before I woke up. And it greatly described how I feel and like how the course of my life has gone and how it's affected me. I said something along the lines of, it feels like I've been buried in a tombstone, and that every day of my life, ever since I've been buried, yo, can you shut the fuck up? There's like some sort of animal in this tree right now. Fucking. Thank you. It finally stopped making noise. I was trying to tell y'all what I was thinking. I don't know, I couldn't talk with it making that noise. I don't know why. Anyway, what I was saying is what I said in the dream. It feels like ever since my life was set in motion, that I was buried in a tombstone, and that every single day of my life, ever since I've had a conscious mind, that I've been slowly chipping away at the stone every single day, but the tombstone keeps growing bigger. So essentially, no matter what I do, I'll never get out of that grave. And when I said this in that dream and then I woke up, I was like, wow, that like literally perfectly describes what my life has been like. And of course, it's a mental battle more than anything, because over the last like 3 to 4 years, I've been living pretty good, honestly. Like, life hasn't been super terrible to me. But no matter how decent my life is now, it doesn't really change what happened in the past, and like my brain is just affected by this past so much. That's where like the chipping at the stone every day thing comes in. It feels like I'm just trying to erase what has happened to me. As powerful as that was, that also combined with a bunch of different other things that happened throughout the dream as well. One being that I reunited with one of my ex-girlfriends. And she really wasn't just an ex-girlfriend, you know? She wasn't just like one of those acquaintances. She was someone that I had a long distance relationship with that was really my first serious relationship in general. I had like added her back on Snapchat somehow. It was really strange though. Like when I have these dreams about her, which don't happen often, it just always reminds me of like the bittersweet past where, you know, she broke my heart in 2020 after dating for like a year. It's just interesting because like right when she broke up with me was right when all that COVID bullshit was starting and whatnot. Obviously, it's very hard to forget. No matter how over her I really am, my brain always just finds a way to remind me of her in my dreams. Honestly, it doesn't just happen with her either. It happens with a lot of different people that have left my life. And to be brutally honest, it's mainly girls. And I honestly think that just has more to do with the fact that I'm pretty deprived of women in that sense. And that also connects to how my pornography addiction has affected me in that way. I do want to tell you guys that I'm no longer going to be doing like the day count bullshit that I was doing before, where every day I was doing a video and, you know, counting the days. There really just isn't a benefit to counting the days, and especially when I'm talking about my addiction or thinking about it every single day, it's harder to get away from it or harder to distract myself from it when I'm constantly reaffirming my brain about it. Even if I'm technically like talking about getting over and overcoming it, whenever you talk about something and put it into your brain every single day, it will stay there and it will like almost nag at you like a mosquito. If you bleed every single day, that mosquito will stay there and keep drinking your blood. So in a sense, that mosquito is the addiction in my mind. And every time I talk about my addiction, it wakes up. So I'm no longer going to be making like daily videos on this channel. I will still be making quite a bit of videos, just not every single day. And I'm going to be putting a lot more focus into my main channel, Rise. I have a lot of freaking good ass content ready to be edited and uploaded. It's just about like whether I put the time in it or not at this point. And that's just another thing I've been struggling with too, is just editing those kind of videos. I don't know what it is. And I get creatively mind blocked sometimes. But like when I'm doing these videos, for example, it's hard to get creatively mind blocked because it's just me being brutally honest, or, you know, me giving y'all guys a story. And all I gotta do is cut it up and make sure that story is incorporated and, you know, add maybe some movement onto the video and stuff. There's just not a whole lot to think about. But when it comes comes to gaming videos, when I'm sitting there editing and I'm like, what do I want my viewers to experience? What do I want them to see? And then I also get blocked when it comes to like what I think is funny versus what other people think is funny. It's vastly different what other people find funny these days, especially like with all the brain rot that's going around. Like the editing styles back then versus now, it's so much more advanced. It's crazy. You used to be able to just upload videos, and if you were funny or if people liked you, they liked you. But now it feels like people's attention spans are like dropping so drastically that if there's not like an explosion or like a sound effect every second, it's like they just get bored. It's ridiculous. Of course, that also comes with the generational shift, and the teenagers of this generation right now are very brain rotted, very much so. I guess to sum it up, I'm just an old school kind of YouTuber. I don't know. And I think it's just mainly why I struggle so much editing videos these days. I guess I just haven't really adapted to the new generation of YouTube, which, let me point out, is complete bullshit. YouTube has gotten really ridiculously stupid. Like, honestly, my plan is to get big on YouTube once I start being consistent. And then I'm just gonna move to Rumble, because Rumble is much better than YouTube at this point in terms of websites. The only reason YouTube is better is because there's more people on it. If more people were just on Rumble would just be infinitely better. No one would ever go back to YouTube. I'm saying this because YouTube's policies and like copyright and whatnot, I mean, it's just completely out of hand. And I'm not the only one who says this. I don't even struggle with these problems because I'm not even monetized yet. I'm straight up saying this from what I've seen in other creators. I don't know, I guess I've been struggling with my addiction and struggling to really pursue the passion that I really love. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, if I wasn't addicted to pornography and had no addiction like that, honestly, I think I'd be in a much better spot right now. It's literally like a plague. It's like a mold. It's just molded on there. Now that I think about it, I wonder if there's like a surgery or a procedure where like I go to the doctor's office and they're somehow able to like do some surgery in my brain and like remove that part of my brain that's like fucked. Even if that means like forgetting certain things and like having to relearn, bro, I'll do that all day. I would literally, I don't even care. I don't even care if it resets me back to the day that I learned what pornography is. I do not care. I will start back at 8 years old and I will grow back up. I'm really just sick of this shit, guys. Like, and it's very hard to deal with. It's like physically very hard to prevent my brain from wanting what it's been doing for so long. It comes to a point where I'm almost thinking that it's almost better to not even try to stop it. And it's actually just better to just let it happen but keep focusing on what I want to do after the fact. I know deep down that that's not really true and that it's better just to completely almost like erase it from your mind. And in order to erase it from your mind, you got to stop doing it for a certain period of time. Regardless of anything, it sucks fucking ass. And if you're dealing with this, my deepest, sincerest, I have the most sincerest, deepest empathy for you. Anyways, I've been recording already for like almost 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and try to wrap this up. It's been a real struggle, guys, honestly, dead ass. I'm just gonna do my best to keep moving and never give up. That's honestly what I'm best at, is really not giving up. No matter how down or how deep in the shit I've gotten mentally, I've never really thought about, you know, like pulling the trigger or doing anything dumb to myself. And I haven't even done anything like simple like drink or do drugs. It's actually kind of wild that I've never ever done any of that stuff. I don't know, I just know that that stuff would really not help, and I've seen it directly affect me through my mother and through my fathers, and not just through them but through friends and other family members as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna wrap this up. I appreciate every single one of y'all who sat down and listened to this whole video. This really has just been a whole spiel, a whole rant. I really think this is necessary though. Gotta get this off my chest somehow. But yeah, I'm gonna shut my ass up now. I appreciate every single one of y'all who clicked onto this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.